Is it working? Okay. I don't know what happened there. I broke the stream somehow, so I had to reset the key and the whole 9 yards. Which is probably easy for people to do it all the time, but not for me because I don't do it all the time. So yeah. Wow. It's Thanksgiving week. You know, when I was younger, it was Thanksgiving weekend. It was a 4-day weekend, but now we just take the whole week off. And I blame parents because they've been taking their kids out of school for the whole week. So the schools finally just said, forget it. We're just going to close for the whole week. Right? I was like, if I was a teacher, I'd make sure we had a mandatory test the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And if you weren't there for the test, you'd fail the class. But I'm evil, so. You don't think I would? Of course I would. So anyway. Wow, lots of stuff going on. Don't even know where to start. We can talk about what's on the bench here at some point. I started something else. You know me. I can't be happy with what's already out there going on. So let me put this thing up here. Okay. Yeah, it's been interesting watching what's going on with this. I mean, if you watch YouTube at all, you've seen people freaking out about this COPPA thing and whatnot, and it's just a bunch of sensationalist BS in my opinion, but whatever, people get uptight and they make these crazy ranting videos and so that people will watch their channel, and you're like, but that's not really what's going on. And if you think that the whole world is going to come to an end over this, your reading comprehension sucks. How's that? I don't know. I mean, whatever. It's just interesting to me to watch mountains be made out of things that aren't even really molehills. So, as you probably guessed by now, I'm not expecting any issues. And I don't make any revenue off of this. So I guess if I made revenue and I was targeting kids, which I'm not, that would be one thing, but I'm not doing any of those things, so it doesn't affect me, or you guys for that matter. It's just, when people go off the deep end without using their brain, I just kind of roll my eyes and wish for, plague or something to cleanse the earth. But anyway, so yeah, it's just I've seen a bunch of people just losing their mind, and I made some comment in a forum where I basically said pretty much what I just said, but in a much shorter format, and somebody kind of jumped on me and was like, well, how do you know that? Well, because I read it before I clicked OK. How do you know it says what you think it says? Because did you read it, or are you just going off what somebody else told you? Which is the way we do things in this country is we take other people's orders for things. But anyway, I'm gonna get off on a tangent and start a war, and I don't want to do that. But so I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I just think stuff like that is funny when people just lose their mind for no reason and they're flipping out and they don't know what they're talking about. And I don't claim to be a lawyer or anything, but I can read and I can reason, and it doesn't. It's fine. It's not a big deal. If you're strictly a kids channel and you make your living off being a kids channel, you're going to lose ad revenue and stuff. Yeah, okay, maybe you got something to be upset about, but that doesn't mean the world's coming to an end. And it's not really YouTube, and I would say it's not even really the FTC. I mean, all of this hyper vigilant stuff starts in Europe with the EU and the what's their thing over there? Their whole web privacy stuff that they got going on over there and whatnot. I mean, that's where all this stuff stems from. So anyway, enough of that. It's been amusing for me to watch. I mean, I was kind of sick today, so I was sitting on the couch flipping through YouTube videos and just watching these people, some of these rants with just random people that I've never seen before. It's just pretty amusing. And you watch it and it's like, is this person serious, or is this all a game? Is this all for views? And I'm sure it's all for views, but and a couple other things that kind of went that I kind of noticed, and and none of this stuff is new, but things keep rearing their heads, and I just for me, this is about fun and having a good time and building stuff and enjoying what you build. And why did that change? I didn't change that. So maybe I'm a little bit more mellow about this than a lot of people, but man, I saw somebody was getting all uptight about subject matter again the other day, and it's like, build what you want, let other people build what they want, and relax, calm down. Especially nowadays, I mean, we have this worldwide audience, and if you want to build all German stuff, fine. If you want to build all Russian stuff, fine. If you want to build all American stuff, fine. Whatever. If you want to build buggies or horse and carriage, or you want to build livestock or whatever you want to do it, right? Why should anybody be jumping up and down on other people about what they're building? The whole Gunpla or whatever it's called craze that's going on, and college kids really like those things. I mean, I don't have any real interest in that stuff, but hey, if that's what you're into, go for it. I don't care. Why should I care? Right? I don't know why I should care. So yeah. Excuse me, I don't know. My phone doesn't go off too often. So okay, we're good. What is going on? Why does this thing keep flipping screens? That's weird. So anyway, so what are we doing? We are we were just talking about build what you want. That's what we were doing. Then what else? Then I ran across something else that I thought was amusing. Couple things. It was Oh, what? You know, you got the elitists out there that are like, constantly talking smack about the old stuff, like the old Monogram stuff and the old Frog stuff and the old Novo stuff and the old Airfix stuff, and you know, somebody will ask an opinion on a kit or something, and rather than get an opinion on that kit, what they end up with is, well, you should buy the new Airfix kit, or you should buy the new Tamiya kit, or you should buy the Hasegawa kit, or that doesn't answer the person's question. Their question was, what's this kit like? Have you built this kit, and what's it like? And this will go on, you'll get 20 or 30, 40 responses, and nobody will answer the question. Or you'll get somebody that answers the question like, well, it's probably pretty good, but I've never actually built it. Okay, so you don't know the answer to the question. Why did you bother typing that? Anyway, I'm going on a rant. And I try. I'm a nice guy. I really am. And I try and be nice. But, man, sometimes, some days it just seems like there's all kinds of craziness going on. It's like they're plastic models, man. Relax. And some manufacturers are better than others, but you know, those of us that have been around a while and have gone through quite a few kits knows that you can't go off the manufacturer on the box. That doesn't mean anything, right? I mean, it doesn't mean anything to have a what am I saying? To have well, for instance, to go back to Airfix, so you can't make a general statement like all Airfix kits have fit issues. Well, no, that's not true. You know, and you know, you'll get all Revell kits are 50 years old and they suck. No, that's not true at all. I mean, you know, so making those general statements is not helpful in any way whatsoever. You can't even say, oh, all Tamiya kits are great. No, some of the old Tamiya kits are not great. I mean, they're not bad, but you know, they're not up to the snuff of the newer stuff. There's the Hasegawa. I mean, Hasegawa's older stuff is definitely not great. You know, but there's a lot of people that, you know, I would say that, well, I don't know, I shouldn't say, but that I've run across that definitely seem to have the opinion that Hasegawa can do no wrong. You know, I think with Tamiya, everybody realizes Tamiya is all about fit, right? Tamiya is all about ease of construction and fit. Maybe some of the details they don't get. Maybe a Hasegawa kit will have better detail than the Tamiya kit or whatever. But when you're buying a Tamiya kit, you're buying fit. You're buying engineering quality, and but that's my opinion, and that's fine. You know, I mean, I like details just as much as the next guy, but your average viewer, the average person that comes and views your stuff, they don't know what they're looking at. We've had this discussion before. They don't know what they're looking at. You know, and I'm not the guy. I'm not one of those guys that, like, you know, that paints everything and goes, well, I know what's in there. I'm not that guy. Yeah, and that's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But that's not me. I don't care. If I can't see it, I don't care. So I don't know. I don't know where I was going on that. And then I saw something else. What was it? Somebody was the gist of the argument was that if you're selling a kit and you know that the kit has accuracy or shape problems, that's not even really what was said. What was said is if you're selling a kit that has accuracy or shape problems, which they all do, every single kit out there. So that just negates this thing right out of the gate, right off the bat, whatever. But the argument was that as a seller you should be obliged to list the shape defects and stuff that are in the kit. And it's like, well, the seller doesn't necessarily know, first of all, and second of all, no, what? That's insane. What are you talking about? You ever bought a car or a refrigerator, or, they're not going to tell you all the bad stuff about it. And most of us, I would imagine, don't really care. Unless something is a ridiculous shape issue, who cares? Who cares? If you bought a P40 Warhawk kit and it had a radial engine on the front, well, yeah, okay, that's an issue. Right? But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, that would be a P36. Is it just boxed wrong at that point? So, yeah, I don't know, is there a kit out there that doesn't have shape issues or some accuracy issue or something? Not that I'm aware of, but I'm not, I'm admittedly not aware of every single kit out there. What did I see today? Oh, there's like a whole rear fuselage replacement for the Academy F4 kit because the rear end's a little bit too wide or something. And I mean, it's fine, go for it if that bothers you, but it doesn't bother me. It's not, unless it's just some blatant thing that looks totally wrong. If they had like a T-tail on it or something, then I might be like, what the hell? But I'm not, that's not going to happen, So anyway, I'm just babbling, but yeah, I mean, if that stuff matters to you, you're obviously one of the people that does the research and already knows the issues, and you should already know that the kit has problems. If that's where you're at in the world. But enough of that stuff. But let's talk about the raffle. So, if you don't know, we're giving away the Revell A26B Invader, this baby right here. Alright, camera. I don't know why the camera keeps flipping on me. I was having all kinds of issues with this thing. I couldn't get the stream working earlier. Okay, here we are. We're giving this guy away right here. This is the old monogram mold. Worldwide, we'll send it to you. All you got to do, send a photo of your latest completed build. Single photo is all we need. If you send me a bunch of them, I'll just pick the one at the top. Just so you know. But so a photo, so you send in a photo, that gets you an entry in the raffle. It's a raffle. It's not a contest. It's just a raffle. And at the end of the month, so the contest runs all month, we'll pick a winner like December 1st or whatever. Whenever I do the first video of the following month, whenever I get that done, it will have a slideshow of all the entries, and we'll announce the winner, and the thing will get mailed out, get boxed up and mailed out. It's that simple. So send your photo to ShutterAce at ShutterAce.com. Um, and you can go to the ShutterAce.com website, and there's a post there with a link to the email address that you can just click on, and it'll, you know, fill it all out for you. But you don't have to do that. You can just send an email, attach the picture, say November contest entry, and we'll get it taken care of for you. But yeah, we're I'm getting a lot of people looking at it and liking the post or whatever, but nobody's entering. I got like 7 entries, which is fine. You know, it'll go to somebody. But you know, it's a nice kit, and there's not a whole lot of competition. So if you want the kit, or you know, then hey, send us a photo. No strings attached. You know, other than letting us use your photo in a slideshow. But yeah. So, yeah, that's all the goofy stuff going on. I gotta admit, I'm kind of surprised about the kit thing, because it's like, yeah, have we reached the point, like Jeff said last week, I think it was, like, have we reached the point in society where you can't actually give stuff away? I don't know. Maybe we have. Maybe everybody's so cynical and suspicious that they're like, well, I don't know. What if it's a bomb? It's not a bomb. Okay. It's not a bomb. It's just a box full of plastic. Anyway. So, what are we working on? Or what am I working on? As far as what I'm actively working on, so I don't know. Did we talk about the Vostok before? I think we did. Let me get this off of here. You know, when you end up with at that point where you've got stuff stacked all over you, I'm at that point again. Yeah, we talked about the Vostok, right? So I got it to the point where there's just all these little nozzles that I had to deal with and whatnot, and I didn't want to, so I've got all the pieces, you know, put together in the box here. And so my thought was, well, if I'm going to do that, why don't I just do my Man in Space kit, the old AMT Man in Space kit. This guy, you seen this? This is a round 2 reissue, but and I've got everything almost done except for the Saturn V. So here's the Mercury Redstone. Actually, let me show them to you here. So, Mercury Redstone. There's raised surface detail on these things, but they're 1/200 scale. So, you know, in my head, it's like, why does it have surface detail? It shouldn't need any. But, you know, very simple, like probably 6 parts in that. What's this? Atlas? Gemini Atlas. Again, low parts count. You know, not very large. What is this thing? This thing is 6 inches. 6 inches tall there. And Gemini Titan. This isn't, not Gemini. This is Mercury Atlas. Not Gemini Atlas. Mercury Atlas. Gemini Titan. And then this is the Saturn 1B. The Apollo service and command module are in the box here somewhere. They're right here. I gotta kind of put the escape tower on and finish that off. But I got all those pieces are in here. but service module, command module, yeah, it just goes like that. And then I got the Saturn V, which I haven't started. But I will start that as I spill clamps all over the place. I will get that started. So my plan is I'm going to get them all done up, and then I'm going to do all the cleanup and whatnot. And I'm just going to get a rattle can of white spray paint, and I'm going to spray them all white. And I don't know. I'm thinking I might try and do all the black roll markings and stuff with Sharpie felt tip pen. I think that'll work fine for the most part. The Vostok, I guess, is like actually a light gray or something. I don't know. It's 1/144 scale. These are 1/200th. But yeah, you know, I mean, they're not bad. They're not. It's definitely old tech. You know, these are old technology. I mean, this isn't new tech molding at all. So, you know, it is what it is. But they'll be all right. They're not going to be, you know, world class, but they'll be all right. I lost one of the nozzles on the Saturn 1B. It's under the desk here somewhere. I went looking for it, but I didn't look real hard, and I didn't have much success. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it for a little while, or get down there with a flashlight or something. Yeah, that's really about all I've been working on. I noticed that was a couple weeks back. So in the last couple of weeks, I've done a couple of pre-recorded videos that I released, and those actually have done much better than the live streams. And which is interesting, I guess. So I'm thinking we may start doing, you know, 10-minute pre-recorded things, and I may just kill the live stream off, or just do it for like a half an hour on Sundays or something. I'm not really sure. You know, unless I've actually got knee deep into something that I'm working on, I don't know if the live stream's really serving a purpose. I mean, I could be wrong. You know, if I'm wrong, just tell me you're wrong. But I'm just not seeing a whole lot of traffic on it, so I don't know that it holds any value for people in general. But like I said, I could be wrong, and it does hold value for people, and I'm just not seeing it. I don't know. I have no way of knowing. It's all a mystery to me. But yeah, so here's the Saturn V. Yeah, as you can see, this is everything but the adapter that the LEM goes in, and the command module and service module goes on top of. So that's all there is, and that's everything but from here up. So there's not a lot of pieces to these. They're made so that you can stage them, and they've got some internal parts, bulkheads and stuff, so you can actually, if you wanted to, have it so that you can what am I thinking? Oh, so you can take it apart, you know, and which is grand, but I don't have any desire to do that, so I don't care about that. So I'm just gluing them together. And honestly, they don't really sit well when they're not glued together. They topple over anyway, so they're going to have to be glued to a base. And it just, I don't know. It's just like, okay, I guess that's kind of a neat little feature, but it's just not, in the real world, it's just not working out. So we're not going to go there. Right? Right. I'm going to throw these guys in the box. And what's kind of neat is this comes with like a printed diorama, like a background and stuff of the launch tower and whatnot, which I guess could be kind of fun. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, I'm just kind of cutting everything off, and then ow, that was sharp and pointy. And then we'll what am I doing? I can't think and talk at the same time. You know, this is one of those things like, oh, these are going to be simple. Well, I don't know. I don't know how simple they're actually going to end up being, because they're probably not going to... They'll probably look fine, but they're not going to be super exquisite, high-end builds, because there's just... The detail on them is kind of soft, and they didn't do a whole lot of... there wasn't a whole lot of thought put into where the mold lines are, and because, as you know, you may or may not know that the older stuff of the 50s and 60s and stuff, the builders in those days were kids doing, and these things ended up being toys. So that's really, expecting them to be treated as anything more than that is not, I don't know, what do you say? The wrong expectation. It's you're expecting the wrong thing. You're looking for the wrong thing. Is that what I'm saying? Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a big rocket. Saturn V was like 365 feet or 360 feet or 300 and something feet tall. It wasn't little. So this is going to end up being pretty tall. Okay, what am I doing? Why do I keep dropping things? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, there's that. I'm betting we're not going to need those third stage nozzles because I'm going to glue it all together. I don't know. Maybe I won't glue the Saturn V all together. We'll see. And I'm probably going to, because who's gonna want to come over and take it apart? Hey, can we take your Saturn V apart? No, don't touch it. Right? Don't touch the Saturn V, man. Step away from the Saturn V. Okay. There's that one. And this one. See, like there are these gates latch onto here. These are actually, it's corrugated. All right, good deal, Bob. It's corrugated, so you gotta come up with a way to make all that stuff, to fix all those things. That's what I'm trying to say. Man, my brain is not working. I was on the couch sick all day, and my brain is shot. And we just got these guys. Now I'm just ripping these off here. But you notice I clipped them off, the part that you're going to see, but the part that the gluing tab, it doesn't matter. I don't care. So I just ripped it off. And these nozzles I'm not going to need. So there is that. Uh-oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? There you are, Bob. I got it. It's in the inbox. Cool. Come on, computer. I got to restart my computer at some point. So I put this. So I got this high-end memory card in this thing, right? And which is not all it's cracked up to be. Oh, nice. And so what has happened with this memory card is the scan rate's not right, or it's overscanning or something, and it's so anything that you don't have your mouse pointer on is blurry. The only thing that's clear is what you have your mouse pointer on. And it's really annoying. And I had it fixed, and then I got an update, and it screwed it up, and so now it's not fixed again, and it's like, so of course, and I can't, and I don't, I obviously, I don't, I don't remember how I fixed it the first time. So now I gotta fix it again, or remember what I did, or figure out what I did. This time I'll write it down though. I'll put it in a file. But working on 48 convertible for cancer awareness build and post serial B58 hustler kit. Wow. Cancer awareness build. Is that like on a Facebook group? I need a B58 hustler kit. I don't have one of those. I built the little box scale one when I was a kid. But I need one to go with my B36. Well, I don't need one. Yeah, I do. I need one. Yeah, so, I got to do some trimming and stuff, but this is kind of the way these things go together. And again, this is made to be taken apart and stuff so you can see the, the stages and whatnot. And I'm not I'm not doing that. Oops, no, this will go like this. Yeah. So anyway, and this is what? Excuse me. That's interesting. I don't know. Well, that goes in there. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah. All of that stuff. So anyway, I guess that's it for right now. I just a whole lot of blabbing about nothing that's important. It's getting cold here. Winter's on the way. So if I come on and you hear a buzzing in the background, it's a heater. And my feet are cold. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys noticed, there's a new logo. Actually, if you go to the website, there's a link for like coffee mugs and whatnot, if you're interested in something like that. I wanted a coffee mug and a shirt for myself. So I figured, well, why not? If I'm going to do it, I'll just make it, I'll just put it out there and you know, if somebody wants one, they can get one. And maybe, you know, maybe I'll buy some coffee mugs and we'll do raffles for coffee mugs or whatever. But I'm hoping to do the raffle every month. Every month there'll be something, a kit or a paint set or whatever. I got lots of kits in the giveaway stash, so so it'll probably be kits for a while. But anyway, you know, and the whole point behind all this is to just get people out there and interested in building and get some experience with some different stuff and you know, just have some fun, get some stuff that we're not going to build into people's hands that will, and you know, spread the joy, man. Spread the joy, I guess. I guess that's where we're at. But so yeah, that's it for now. I'm gonna try and do a couple of videos a week. We'll see what happens there. A couple of 10-minute blurbs a week, hopefully, just to kind of keep things moving along. See how that works out. If I end up employed here in the next week or two, which I'm hoping to be the case, that might change again. You know, so sorry I'm not very consistent, but I have other things going on and I'm not making a living off of this. So so there we are. But that's it. Hey, have a good night. Take care of the people you love, and we'll see you next time.